Milwaukee, Wisconsin this morning as our coverage continues. It is 7:30 in the morning there in Milwaukee as Republicans prepare for day one of the national convention. Former President Trump is already there this morning. He arrived yesterday where he is set to formally accept his party's nomination this week. This morning, State Republican Party Chairman Jim Walsh is also in Milwaukee for the convention. He's good enough to be with us this morning live from Milwaukee. Jim, if you're with us, thank you so much for joining us. First, in light of what we saw this weekend, what is the mood right now in Milwaukee with your own party?
Oh, good morning, guys. The mood is actually really good. I mean, everybody was a little shocked and kind of dreaded what happened over the weekend. But, you know, that image of President Trump with his arm raised against the blue sky and the American flag with the Secret Service around him, I think that image is going to become an iconic image in American politics. And I think it really raised the spirits of everyone who wants to see things improved in our country. Immigration policy enforced, the economy on a better track, and the foreign affairs and what's going on around the world kind of de-escalated from its current situation. So actually everyone's really excited here. There's some rumor that even though it's standard that the president or the nominee speaks later in the convention, that we may see Trump at the convention center today. And if we do, I imagine the support for him is going to be heroic.
Jim, a lot of people are going to be heading to Milwaukee this week. There might be a feeling of anxiousness. Do you have any concerns about security at the event this week?
Not really. I mean, security was already tight. Even before what happened on Saturday, there was literally a physical perimeter, security perimeter around the Fiserv Arena. That's where the Milwaukee Bucks play basketball and where the convention is taking place. There was already a concrete and metal fence perimeter around about 6 blocks of downtown Milwaukee. And in order to get through that, you have to go through gates, either on foot or in a vehicle, where your identity is checked and security is in force. And then after the assassination attempt on Saturday, on Sunday, we saw units of law enforcement coming into the area from other states, from far away as Florida. The U.S. Secret Service oversees all of the security, but the local law enforcement units are operating under the direction and instruction of U.S. Secret Service.
You know, Jim, a lot of folks after what we saw on Saturday calling to just bring the temperature down in the politics right now. In your view, what can we do to bring the political rhetoric down to a more comfortable level?
Well, that's a great question, and that probably is the most important thing to take away from the assassination attempt on Saturday. Trump has always been a polarizing figure, and it's part of it is his personality. Some of it may be his politics, but a lot of it is his style. And, you know, the amount of kind of personal vitriol, you know, direct anger and frustration and even hate that's directed at him on a personal level, it's my concern, drives, you know, not political activists and not politicians toward bad action, but people who are already kind of unstable. You know, the rhetoric might drive an unstable person who's on the edge already toward violence. And that's the part I'd like to see toned down. The politics of personality is what is the issue here. I think we need to move away from personality and talk about policy, talk about ideas, talk about reforms, talk about law. And if we focus on policy, I think we do turn down the rhetoric, turn down the heat a little bit. Because when we talk about personalities too much, I think that's where we get into trouble, like what we saw on Saturday.
State Representative Jim Walsh, kind enough to join us this morning. Thank you so much for being with us. He also represents the Aberdeen area, parts of Grays Harbor County and Pacific counties He's live in Milwaukee this morning attending the RNC. Jim, thanks so much.
Yeah, have a great week, you guys, and everybody. It's going to be an interesting couple of days here in Milwaukee.
To say the least. Talk to you soon.